Hi and welcome to another video from GC Mysteries, where this time we look at the unsolved murder of JonBenét Ramsey. JonBenét Patricia Ramsey was born on the 6th of August 1990 and was an American child beauty queen who was killed at the age of 6 in her family's home in Boulder, Colorado. A lengthy handwritten ransom note was found in her home. Her father John found JonBenét's body in the basement of their house about 7 hours after she had been reported missing. She had sustained a broken skull due to blunt force trauma and had been also strangled with some sort of ligature, and was found with that ligature around her neck. The autopsy reports stated that JonBenét's official cause of death was asphyxia by strangulation associated with the cranial cerebral trauma. Her death was ruled a homicide. The case generated nationwide public and media interest, in part because her mother Patsy Ramsey, herself a former beauty queen, had entered JonBenét into a series of child beauty pageants. The crime is still unsolved to this day and remains an open investigation with the Boulder Police Department. Now, her mother was first looked into as a suspect and was partly or mostly ruled out. Now, the ransom note that the Ramseys gave to authorities on December the 26th when she died, the morning after she died unfortunately and sadly on Christmas Day of '96, but on the 26th is when they realised that their daughter was missing. Patsy found a 2.5-page handwritten ransom note on the kitchen staircase at the Ramsey family's Boulder residence. Now, I'm not sure about you, but if I was going to kidnap a child and leave a ransom note, I wouldn't leave it on the stairs. It's got more chance of being missed that way. And the note demanded $118,000, which the father, John, pointed out to the police first on the scene that the amount was nearly identical to his Christmas bonus of the prior year, which means that whoever murdered JonBenét must have known her and her family, and must have been very good friends with her family to know the exact amount of money the Christmas bonus was from John. Now, unfortunately, the only people known to have been in the house on the night of JonBenét's death were her immediate family, Patsy, John and their son Burke. However, the Ramseys called family and friends, and the family and friends were searching all around the home and were basically contaminating it to a point of they couldn't get anything from there because it had been contaminated too much by the family and friends of JonBenét. Now, there was no evidence in the autopsy of conventional rape, although sexual assault could not be ruled out. Says although no semen was found, there was evidence that there had been a vaginal injury. At the time of the autopsy, the pathologist recorded that it appeared her vaginal area had been wiped with a cloth, and obviously her death was ruled a homicide. Now, the investigation was a shambles, basically, right from the very start. The police didn't seal off the crime scene. They didn't get everybody out of the house. They didn't make sure no one touched her or went near her. Even going so far as to allowing John carry JonBenét Ramsey's body back up from the basement and laying her on the floor in front of, weirdly, the Christmas tree. So she had been moved, the house had been contaminated, the police investigation was a shambles. Lou Smith, who was a very good and very well-known detective, came out of retirement in early 1997 to assist the Boulder County District Attorney's Office with the case. In May 1998, he presented his findings to the Boulder Police with other staff members of the DA's office, concluding that the evidence pointed away from the Ramseys. They were unable to successfully challenge the police department's belief that the Ramseys were guilty. Now, Lou Smith was a very well known, very well respected and very good in his field. So they also ignored one of the best detectives in the US. So I try to be as impartial as I can be, but in my opinion this case is never going to be solved because of the way that the police handled it right from the start. But we'll see what comes of that, see whether it ever does get solved. Now, fair to note that we're in 2021 and this happened in 1996. But if you want to learn more on JonBenét Ramsey, you can by searching her name. Thank you for watching this video from GC Mysteries. If you like it, please like, subscribe and click the notification bell to be updated on our new videos. If you have any constructive feedback, please leave it in the comments below. And thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.